is nothing wrong with your television. Do not attempt to adjust the picture.
Hey friends, welcome back to Axial GT. Or if you happen to be new here, consider subscribing to join this awesome gaming community. Okay, so what if I said there was a 100% free tactical shooter that is also 100% free of microtransactions? Would that interest you? Well, I can say there is such a game in existence. The best free game on the planet. Okay, so that's a stretch, but an excellent game nonetheless. I've been playing the game for a while, and it also surprises me that more gamers don't know of or have even heard of it. So while talking with one of my friends and subscribers on Twitter, I decided to do a video on it. The game we're talking about is Renegade X. Some have heard of it, others have not. Again, surprisingly. The game's initial release was way back in 2014, but it was off to a rocky start. But since then, the bugs have been ironed out, and the gameplay is fluid and smooth. But the reason I bring this up is the upcoming update. This update is coming in fall of 2020, and it's called Renegade X Firestorm, that I will get to in a bit. But first, for those who haven't had the privilege of playing Renegade X, or even known of its existence, let's go over what Renegade X is. First off, it's a 100% free tactical shooter that has brought the world of Command & Conquer first-person shooting experience to the masses, and it was made into the Unreal 3 engine. Renegade X was also developed by Totem Arts, an independent group of fans around the world that has dedicated their time and resources to bring this world of Command & Conquer to us, in the form of an FPS. But don't let the FPS moniker fool you, you can also play in third person if you wish. Westwood Studios' Renegade in 2002 was the inspiration behind Renegade X. The project started off as a remake of the original, but ballooned into its own thing, making it more of a spiritual successor to the original. There are two teams, the Brotherhood of Nod and GDI, or Global Defense Initiative. The object is both teams have a base with key structures making up your home and defenses. The goal is to destroy the enemy's base while protecting your own. Kind of like a tribes feel, but without the capture of the flag. And you want vehicles? Renegade X has them. 15 different vehicles to be exact. Everything from the Humvee to your light, medium, and heavy tanks. And also your aerial vehicles, like the Orca fighter and Apache helicopter, depending on what team you're on. Or let's say you prefer to stay grounded and on foot. You have 30 different weapons to choose from. Your standard machine guns, your laser chain guns, and sniper rifles, plus rocket launchers, etc. They're all here. Oh, and you can also call in airstrikes if the need should arise. Also available are nuclear strikes and ion cannons. And we can't forget about mechs. You can pilot them in the game. In Renegade X, you can play in the multiplayer mode, where you just select a server and start gunning. Or you can practice and hone your skills in the single player. That's right, I said single player. You choose your map and fight it out against AI bots, that at times can be surprisingly challenging. It also has an AI difficulty level that you can change in the settings, making the bots even more of a challenge. And speaking of maps, at present there's around a gazillion maps. Yeah, I know, technical term, but there is a lot of maps to play on, so you shouldn't get bored on playing the same map. Some of them might seem similar to those who have played the original Renegade, but others are custom made by the team. Plus there are the usual game modes available: Command & Conquer, Survival, and Deathmatch. The game also has a leaderboard to track your progress if you wish, to see how you stack up against the other players. And mods. We can't forget about mods. With a little ingenuity, there are a few mods that you can install, changing some of the graphical textures of the game. So what about this update we have coming in fall of 2020? Well, Totem Arts announced a full-scale Tiberian Sun game mode is coming, called Renegade X Firestorm, set in the Tiberian Sun era, with all new infantry, vehicles, and maps, and jump jets to fight like the iconic GDI Special Forces. Anyone who's played the original Command & Conquer, the game that arguably defined a genre, recognized Tiberian Sun as icing on the cake. Renegade X and Renegade X Firestorm bring the action to you in the form of a third or first-person shooter, and again, 100% free. And no microtransactions. You can tell the developers at Totem Arts really love Command & Conquer and what they are doing, so props to them, and my hat's off to them. They've done an excellent job at recreating the original Renegade and updated it into a modern engine. Now the game isn't available on Steam or GOG, it's only available from their website, of which I'll add a link in the description, in case you want to try it out. Once there, download the installer, and it takes care of the rest. I really hope to see you on the battlefield, as I play quite often. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's see if we can fill up those Renegade X servers. And you can also follow me on Twitter at AxialGT. Link is also in the description. I'm also working on a Discord. I'll let you know when it's up. There we can talk shop, games, news, PC tech, you name it. But until next time, I'm out of here. You all have a good one.